Alright, so you join us 30 minutes in to Mount Aspiring National Park. We're heading up to Liverpool Hut. You might see just up there is Rob Roy Glacier. We're probably going to go to that in a couple of days, but wow. That is awesome. But we're heading up there into the mountains, so we got about a 7-hour walk. Apparently the last bit before the hut, if it's got ice on it, you can't make it to the hut, otherwise you slide down the mountain. So hopefully that section's passable, otherwise it will be a 14-hour return walk. But we're very excited going up to this Liverpool hut. It's an alpine hut, so no fires, very basic. It's going to be very cold, but should be good. Our first bit of alpine tramping. Goodbye, Mrs. Cow. Wow, you're doing really good. Currently we're on a farm track, essentially. This area is part of the Mount Aspiring station, which is a farm that's apparently been here for 4 generations, and this whole valley area is just full of cattle, which is pretty cool. And then once we kind of get just a bit further up here, it's where the valley closes in a bit more, turns into national park. But yeah, the first couple of hours is walking through this beautiful valley surrounded by all the cows. They look very happy out here. Whoa! So we're still getting used to the fact that we can be down here, shorts and t-shirt, beautiful sunny day, and yet just up there there's glaciers and it's absolutely freezing. Yesterday we did a day walk that was about 6 hours. Same thing, where we started off t-shirts and short weather up the top. You had to be dressed for the snow. Everything was covered in a good couple of inches of snow and it was freezing. Couldn't spend too much time up there because fingers started going numb. So we're definitely still getting used to that, but it's pretty awesome. This is the best we could manage to find for a lunch spot.
A bit below our standards, I think.
Yeah, the snow, it hasn't come down the mountains enough, so, and the waterfalls, there's only about 5 of them, but it'll do. Whoa. Alright, so this tiny last piece of the walk is 2 hours, and it's steep. We've been going kind of up the valley, and now we're going up there. So Ellen's knee did a bit of a funny just as we were at the base coming up this steep track, and we kind of had to stop and assess what to do, because it would have been 5 hours back to the car or back to a hut, and it's about 1.5, 2 hours up to this hut. So, and we're losing the light. So we made the call to go up. I've taken a lot of the weight out of Ellen's pack, and now that we're actually not walking on flat ground, a lot of that last bit there was hands and knees crawling up, and it's actually, your knee's feeling a bit better now, isn't it?
Yeah, and I have some pain meds.
Yeah, and a couple of Panadols. So it's good. We were a bit, how you going there for a second, but it's good. There we go. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Up we go. Careful.
Thank you, tree. Never have I relied on tree roots before when I hike, but I don't know how you would have gotten up here without using them.
I don't know if you can really tell, but that's a big drop behind there. It's just awesome glaciers up there, just all the way. Oh, can you see it? The big triangle one. Oh. We've broken out of the trees and now we're in this shrub. And, oh, come on. There it is. Inconveniently placed waterfall. Instead of going to the hut there, we have to go up there and then around the back and then end up back over there. We did it. There's the hut. Pretty amazing, isn't it? It's just snow-capped mountains everywhere. And there's a bit of snow on the ground back there as well, and more down there. Wow, and that's day one, over and done with. Time for some tea and soup and warm clothes. Alright, good morning. Such a beautiful, beautiful morning. An amazing place to wake up to. The sun's just about to peak above Mount Aspiring behind me there. When we woke up, the valley was just full of cloud and frost. We woke up to the sound of Kia screeching, which woke us up at about 6. Yeah, it was nice and chilly inside the hut, made some coffee and some brekkie, and now we're about to head down those slippery slopes that we came up yesterday afternoon. So going to take in this amazing view for a bit longer and then start heading back. The lights come on the dash on the first water crossing that we did there, so we're going to try and make sure we go through them fairly quickly so the water doesn't seep into where it's not meant to. But one thing about this old bus is it's got drum brakes in the front and back, which means when they get wet, if you go to slam on the brakes like I'll do now, they don't really work. So yeah, we don't have brakes until they dry out, so before we get back onto the road we'll probably just wait a little bit. But luckily we've got the air brake, so that helps pretty much bring the car to a stop without using the foot brake, so We should be right. But
This is going to make my parents feel very, very secure about us driving this bus.
What can I do?